Welcome to week 15 of On Top the Cage. What's going on?
My Browns have COVID.
They do have COVID. We're getting football. We always do some other fun stuff first. Unseasonably warm out here today.
Shorts came back out, baby.
Just got a fun shirt on here. What does that say?
It says dashing through the snow, and I got my shorts on and my sleigh all day hat.
There you go. It's got like a Winnebago or something.
Yeah,
van.
surfboard, I don't know.
Surfboard, nice. Yeah. Old Navy stuff.
Yep.
There you go.
Sail rack.
There you go. Yeah, COVID's back, but we'll get to all that stuff, I suppose. I did something fun at work today, obviously my law job, but
You have to sue somebody?
no, it didn't. Well, I'm sure that may have happened, but that's not my department. In any event, there was, the Toys for Tots program
Oh, yeah.
they have, and you know where a little town named Sherrodsville is?
Nope.
It's past like Atwood Lake. It's out there. It's down south. It's rural. In any event, the program there where they were housing all these toys to give to less than privileged kids, I guess, whatever, it burnt down.
No way. Just
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah. I want to say maybe 7 to 10 days ago.
Oh, my God.
And we got wind of it. They lost like $8,000 worth of toys. So our law firm donated $1,000 worth of toys, and I was lucky enough to be the person who went down there to, give our donation. And some of the people at our office went and bought like $1,000 worth of toys for boys and girls and things like that. So
Wow,
they were
that's
super
cool.
Yeah, it was super fun. I wore this long Santa hat.
Did you take the K&R truck that drives around?
We did. Yes, the K&R. Yeah.
The advertisement van?
I took my own vehicle. I didn't get a ride in the truck, but I took my own vehicle and followed behind, and we went down there, and they were very grateful, and it was very rewarding. I guess that is true. The giving is better than receiving type of thing. So.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, dude.
So I got to do something fun like that today. I'm traveling this weekend.
Where are you going?
Indianapolis, where my sister Carmen and her husband Steve live. It's our traditional, the week before Christmas, my family all gets together, and then we go our separate ways and celebrate Christmas with our own families, if you will. So we'll renew the stump game.
That's cool.
And yeah, lots
Oh,
of,
yeah, the stump game.
yes, I haven't been practicing, but we'll see how it goes.
We don't have a stump here yet. What the
No,
hell?
we have them back there. I'm done leaf blowing. My neighbor Brian luckily swooped up the front yard, and I did the back last night. So I think I'm done with leaves for the year.
I'm done. I don't care.
Tell you what, yeah, our trip it's gonna be a throwdown. I refer to it as the Zarusin family Christmas throwdown because there's lots of alcohol generally involved, and we have this gift thing that we also do. I think there's gonna be 27 people in attendance this year from my family, and this. It's not white elephant, but it's like a $30 gift. So everybody brings the $30 gift. All 27 people, and you draw numbers, and you can steal gifts and this and that. Like it's competitive.
Nice.
It's competitive. But I have strength in numbers. I'm bringing 7 of the 27.
So you should walk away with something cool.
Yeah. No, like it happens. Like it gets that competitive, and I'll be like, one of the kids. I'll be like, yeah, I know you end up with like a curling iron or a straightener. You don't want that, boys. I have boys, by the way. But then I get this gift. I'll make it up to you. But so it's fun. We do lots of shenanigans like that. I'm looking forward to that happening. So, what else? Anything else good going on with you?
No.
Oh, we got a week or so ago. We've had like a rash of like people stealing packages.
Holy smokes, that video was crazy.
Yeah, I showed Dan it. Like the person just pulled into a driveway in our
With
neighborhood.
a pickup truck.
They just walked straight to the front stoop, grabbed the packages, put them in his truck, and left, and hit a couple of other houses. So, as a result, we have a camera out here, but we never had a camera in front. Katie installed a camera in the front. Like it's ridiculous. Though, and I get notifications. Like I can't believe it.
Did you get a ring?
I don't know. I think it is. It's a Google Nest Ring. We have Nest here previously, so it's whatever that is. I'm not that up on it. It works just fine. I get more notifications than I would like.
No,
like, dude,
insane.
everybody's showing up at the house. It's ridiculous. It's like causing me like some like problems. Like, why are we buying so many packages?
Oh, yeah.
Amazon shows up right and left. FedEx
6 times a day.
Oh, jeez. UPS, USPS, GPS, CBS.
Some Amazon.
Fucking everybody.
My wife ordered a book from Amazon. An Amazon driver today dropped off a piece of cardboard. It had a label on the front with our address on it and that's all it was a piece of cardboard.
That's all you got? Was there anything? There was nothing in it?
She showed it to me. She saved it because it took her a minute to figure out what it was, and here the book never made it in the little, it was an envelope cardboard thing that was missing the bottom piece.
Oh, shit. It got beat up in the truck or something and missed the bottom piece?
When the machine put the book into the cardboard packaging, there was no other half of the cardboard packaging. So we got a piece of cardboard
That's
today.
Awesome.
Delivered. Somebody delivered a piece of cardboard because it had a label on it. Put it down and took a picture of it because it's all on the ring. She was like, I don't know what the hell this is. But it was a piece of cardboard with a label on it and her name.
I never had one of those things. They're kind of cool. I mean, it lets you know exactly. Person at door. Package at door. Package no longer at door. Like it says all this stuff. Although it thinks
It does kind of get annoying.
It thinks Oakley, our biggest dog, is a person now.
Yeah,
I figured that.
Get that. Our dog does that too.
Yeah, you have ginormous. Gideon's enormous. So, but Katie my wife liked the camera, I think. She bought one because it's called the library on the floor plan, but there's not a book in the damn room at all. It's the front room where that great big tree is, right? Mm-hmm. Like, there's dog peeing in that room, supposedly. And so she bought another camera, to like find it and figure out who's peeing and things like that. I know she suspects Oliver. I'm not sure it's him. He seems to get blamed for more things than not.
Hopefully it's not you.
Anyway, but meanwhile, nothing's happened. She's had it for like a week or 8 days. Like I think secretly she's pissed off. Like she hasn't caught a dog.
I'm gonna go in and pee in there.
Like I don't know. You're right.
I'm gonna go stand in the corner like I'm peeing.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do that later.
Well, don't do that. I don't think I
I'm
like that either.
Act, yeah.
I don't want that on video either. I don't want to get dinged.
Where's the camera at?
It's up on one of the walls of windows, and it goes straight through like the living area, and there's double doors in the library. Yeah, and I don't know. She placed it there, but
all right. So I just need to know where to position myself. So
I can
put my hand on the wall.
Yeah, nice. I don't know if the dog saw her put it up or what, but nothing's happened like in the last 7, 8, 9 days. Like seriously,
does she get an alert on her phone when someone's in there?
I don't get alert on the phone. You can just look at it. No, there's no alert and there's emotion. The dogs are like, we saw you put that shit up.
Hand on the wall and everything. I'm just going to lean like.
Nice. I think the dogs are like middle paw, dude. We saw you put that shit up. You're not catching out. So,
nice.
I don't know. So, all right, very good. Let's do the beer review. Review. Dan and I have been talking about this. We did a beer last week called Winter Warmer from the Brew Kettle.
Yep.
And the Brew Kettle's back this week.
That was 2 weeks ago.
No.
We did the bourbon one last week.
Winter Warmer bourbon aged or whatever. Barrel aged bourbon. Yes, it was that one. It was this company.
Was that the weird can with the reindeer looking
Yes,
thing
you got
on
it.
That was last week?
Yes.
Man, that beer messed
Dan
me up.
struggled last week with the beer on his way home, but anyway, he was fine. Don't get me wrong. He said he parked his car a little bit not as good as he would like. Anyway, I've been talking to Dan about this beer, and he found it. It's called OU Oh Yeah, and the reason why I wanted to find it is because his oldest daughter, Delaney, goes to middle. Oh, that's right.
Middle.
I always forget.
Yeah.
The OU stands for Ohio University in Athens.
Yep.
The Oh Yeah, goes for like how good this beer supposedly is.
Well, that's their chant. OU, oh yeah, like in a football game. That's
really?
Yeah.
I did not know that either. It's only 12 ounces, but anyway. What is this? Hot Nuts. What does that mean? Tony's Hot Nuts.
Tony's is a bar in Athens, and they have a shot called the Hot Nut. And it's
Have you had that shot before?
I've not had the shot. I mean, the first I found out about this was when we were talking about this and I saw the can. Tony's, this bar, happens to be like the next block down from where my daughter lives. I mean, we walked past it when we were down there like probably 15 times.
Is it a nice bar? Is it a shithole? What is it?
Well, I mean, come on. No, it's not nothing fancy.
Like hole in the wall? Dive bar?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dive bar. But people go in, they'll just go in and get this shot and then move on.
Is Tony the guy that's behind the bar every day?
I have no clue who Tony is or who's there, but the Hot Nut is a shot you can get down there.
It's an imperial stout brewed with hazelnuts and coffee. Was it 10% Ian?
12.
Dude, whatever.
12%.
11.5.
The nuts they're using are from Haggie's Nut Shop here in Canton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hagee's nut shot for this beer. Now, I don't know if Tony uses Hagee's nuts in his hot shot or whatever.
I still show myself already.
But it's good. Now, I have to be honest. I tasted this already.
Dan cheated.
Because my daughter was going through finals, and this beer just came out. And Thursday or Friday, they were supposed to have it at Tony's. So I was trying to get her to get some, but then the brew kettle is local up here, and there's a brewery in Hudson.
Hudson's about, 20 minutes north of here?
Yeah, so my wife and I went up Saturday for late lunch, and
Hudson's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hudson's nice, man. A little shopping, things like that.
Look at that. Looks like motor oil.
It does, man. This is
good.
dark. It's an Imperial Stout, I know.
You try it first.
High elbows.
I actually liked it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I can taste the hazelnut, I guess. Or the coffee mix, whatever that mix is.
It's really good.
That chocolatey,
yeah.
That chocolatey coffee taste.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm a fan. I like it. We didn't do any of our ratings this year like we did last year. We did all Christmas beers, and I've kind of went back and forth on that
Slay
stuff.
all day one.
You get the hat on right now. You can't see it. Dan's hat says that. Straight off the discount rack, I'm sure. So
$2.99, baby.
There you go. All right, results last week. Dan and I both went 6-8. You don't see any horns, lights, nothing. Again, we keep on tying each other. Dan's 92, 115 and 1 on the year. I'm 96, 111 and 1 on the year. The difference is though, you lost your elephant pick with Cleveland, who botched the whole thing. -2.5, up 24-3, win 24-22. Super annoying. I was hot on Minnesota on the Thursday night game. I said, the string was going to stop of losses on Thursday night. It did. It was a blowout in the first half. Turned out to be a really entertaining game at the end. But, that's where we are at for the season, and we are on to Thursday Night Football unless we have more.
You didn't give our overall records.
Yeah, I did 92, 115 and 1 for Dan. I'm 96, 111 and 1.
I'm still catching up. I haven't lost any
More to do. No, we've been stable, stagnant, no change over the last 2 weeks. Something will happen this week. We can't go that long, having the same record. So Thursday Night Football, we're on to pretty good.
We're not going to talk about COVID yet in the intro?
Can.
Or
we
can
talk
wait
about
till
every
we get
team.
to the Browns?
Yeah, they're second on the board. We'll wait till the Browns, and obviously they're decimated. Good football game on Thursday night. A very important game in the AFC West. The 9-4 Kansas City Chiefs travel out to Los Angeles to play the 8-5 Chargers. These lines have been moving like crazy today, and there's all kinds of scratches and things like that on the board here. But Kansas City's a 4-point favorite at this point in time. The over-under is a pretty big number at 51. Kansas City comes off their absolute demolition of Las Vegas last week. Did you see the beginning of the game where Las Vegas, did their whole thing on the cheap load? Not smart. They made them pay for it. They absolutely blew them out.
You drove around the stadium in your bus last year, and then you're going to do that. Come on.
The Chiefs are coming on. That's 6 wins in a row going for them right now. The Chargers come off a blowout win as well against the New York Giants. Not as stiff a competition, obviously. Herbert's looked great, though, last couple of weeks. So,
he looks great. He looks terrible. He looks great.
This game isn't terribly affected by COVID, and Dan alluded to it or mentioned it earlier. There's a lot of teams that are in trouble. It's that variant, I think. Now that we're kind of talking about this again. It's the variant where you have mild symptoms or no symptoms, but you still test positive.
The whole thing's stupid. If I have the vaccine and I test positive and I'm asymptomatic, nothing should happen to me. Who are you protecting? The other player that's not vaccinated?
Yeah,
it's dumb.
If
you have symptoms and you shouldn't play because it might affect your health, I understand that. But if you test positive and you have no symptoms, you're asymptomatic, and you have the vaccine,
I get it. What is it, the honor system now?
What do you mean the honor system?
The player's going to come in and say, yeah, I tested positive, but I'm good.
Well, are we talking about Antonio Brown?
Yeah, I hear you. That's very difficult to...
Then why make everybody get vaccinated if you're asymptomatic and you still can't play?
I'm surprised.
It's bullshit.
I'm surprised how many the National Football League acted like they were like all kinds of wildly vaccinated, and there was like 1%. I don't buy it. I mean,
I saw an thing today. 4% of the NFL has COVID right now.
yeah, and I mean, the Bears have like 6 or 8 people. 3 of them are not vaccinated. I mean, I don't know. I don't care where you stand, and it's not a political show, but you're a fucking teammate, dude. Other people rely on you. Get the fucking vaccination just to do the right thing.
It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. You're still screwed. That's what my point is. If I'm vaccinated and asymptomatic, why can't I play?
I hear you, but once again,
why do I need to go get the vaccine then? Why should anybody get the vaccine?
I don't know about all that, but I mean, the COVID, the variant thing, I think is causing a serious monkey wrench right here because the variant supposedly, carries very mild or no symptomology. So I'm not sure what we're guarding against. Right? I mean, that's the point. We're not sure what we're guarding against here, if anything.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a cold because, hey, I think some of these COVID tests now are saying, if you have a cold, it's COVID.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pain in the ass, is what it is.
You're still not. You're an attorney. I thought you could do arguing.
What do you mean?
Because if I have the vaccine, I've taken the like Stefanski, the coach of the Browns.
Right, tested positive twice now.
And he's had the booster.
Right.
He's asymptomatic. So why does he have to be away from the facility? Who's he protecting? By having him out of the facility, if the entire team's been vaccinated,
I mean,
it shouldn't be an issue.
I don't disagree with you. If you want me to make an argument, it's because we don't know how it would affect a different person, I suppose. I'm not arguing that side of it, but that's the argument. I guarantee you that.
What's the argument?
Okay, he doesn't have any...
Are you an attorney or a politician? Because I don't understand what you just said.
He doesn't have any symptomology, but he supposedly gives it to somebody else, and they gain symptomology from it. I mean, that's the argument, Dan. I don't buy it. I don't like the argument, but that's the argument. Clearly, plus the argument is that's fucking Goodell's rules. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do with that.
Rules are stupid.
I hear you. I don't like following rules either. Anyway, Kansas City's -4 in this game. You want to go? You want me to go?
Kansas City and the Chargers, -4. They never cover. Kansas City. Who you going with?
I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Chargers. I like the way...
I'm taking Kansas City.
I like the way Herbert's been playing. I like this to be a very good football game. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a great game. I think there's going to be a lot of points. I like it to come down to the wire. So I'm going to take the points with the Chargers getting 4. Saturday, we got 2 Saturday games now that college football's done until bowl season. Bowl season starts, I think, officially on Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Sweet.
Obviously, the lower end bowls, more football on. Dan and I, before we went on set here, we're watching the quarterfinals of the FCS. So Montana State and maybe James Madison. I'm not sure. But, hey, it's football, right? And it's Dan's team. The Las Vegas Raiders come to town. They are 6-7. The Cleveland Browns are 7-6. The line currently is the Browns -3.5. It opened at 6.5. The over-under is 42. The line dipped by 3 points already and maybe more. I mean, your football team has wild COVID problems. 18 people on the COVID list currently.
11 starters.
11 starters, 18. Are they going to play this game?
Well, according to everything that we've seen, yeah.
Fuck it, play it.
I don't care. I'm picking the Browns.
It's wildly important.
I'm going with the Browns.
I hear you.
That's my elephant pick, too.
Stop.
Yeah. Fuck it.
How can you say that?
What do you mean, how can I say it?
Well, you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to, like...
I don't give a shit.
The holiday chocolates, you bite into the one you don't want, the fucking cherry one or whatever the hell it is.
I'm still eating it, baby.
Whatever. All right, Las Vegas, 6-7. They come off being beat down by Kansas City. We mentioned it already. They look kind of a mess. And, if Cleveland had their entire team.
See, this is great. The Raiders came here last year, too. How are they coming back again?
It's probably that extra game thing.
No.
No, because that's NFC, AFC. You're right. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the scheduling quirk is with that. Speaking of scheduling quirks, your team played Baltimore 2 times in a row, minus a bye week.
Well, I mean, you throw...
Baltimore by Baltimore. That's kind of weird.
It's fine with me. They had the Steelers in between there, so I don't care.
Who did? They did.
They
you
did.
You didn't have shit.
Yeah, so that's fine with me.
You guys all went out and got COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
On bye week.
They
Cleveland
gave it to Mudbutt, too. They're the next team to get it. Now, hey, this is another thing.
Quote,
We're
unquote,
talking about
Lamar
COVID.
Jackson.
How do the Rams and
Rams have a ton too.
but
The Washington football team and the Rams and the Browns are the hardest hit by COVID
so
right
the
now.
Rams are fine on Monday. Now the Rams had a couple. Ramsey and a couple people couldn't play in the game Monday night, and then come Tuesday morning, there's like 6 guys on the Rams that have COVID. And I'm like, wait, they just played a game
It's just
the night before,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then they test.
and then the next day, all these people have COVID.
I don't know.
hell?
Dan's going conspiracy theory on this, and maybe they shouldn't have been able to play. I don't know what the deal is with that. But the Rams are up to 16, and the 2 highest teams in the National Football League are your Browns and the Washington football team have registered 18 players each on the COVID list, which is a lot. I think it's that variant bullshit, but I'm done talking about it already.
I think it's this testing bullshit.
Maybe. Browns are minus 3.5.
You got to stick something all the way up to the back of your eye socket to test for COVID? Seriously? There's no other way to test for this thing?
I don't know. When I got mine, they told me I have a deviated septum. This shit hurt. Like when it went up, like up my nose. That was a long
so
time
they
ago,
had,
man.
they
Like
had
a
to
year
pass
ago, like a
something,
year and a half ago. Yeah, dude. My wife's like laughing at me. Like it's like drive-by shit. You know, hers went fine. Mine, I'm like and she's like laughing at me in the passenger seat. And then the lady comes out and tells me, "Hey, you're negative. B, you got a deviated septum." I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know?
Was your nose bleeding after that?
No, it was not bleeding. It was not bleeding. I mean, Cleveland has a pretty tough schedule down the stretch. They have to win this football game. They have to win this football game. Cleveland minus 3.5 is the line. Dan already took them. I like Case Keenum.
I like him. Run the damn ball.
Run the ball. Run the
Raiders
ball.
Hey,
The Raiders haven't been able to
Raiders.
defend much lately either. So I'm going to go out and lay Cleveland minus 3.5 in this game.
Wait, you looked at me because I picked him as my elephant pick, like I was weird. Now you're going.
I think it's questionable. You just mentioned they have 11 of their 8.
Screw it! I'm taking them,
You
baby.
mean 11 out of their 22 starters, you mean? You said 18. I feel like you said
No,
11.
18 was Washington's number. 11 starters.
Out of 22
I'll
people
rattle off the offense. Here, hold on. Let me
Oh,
go.
God. Really? We're going to try to make this show here longer.
Left tackle, right guard, Hooper, number 1 tight end, according to the Browns.
What's the Joku status?
I got to think he's coming off.
Was it COVID previous week?
Yeah, you're throwing me off, but he should be coming off. And Walker should be coming off.
We're not
the
going
middle
through all
linebacker.
18 of these players.
I'm talking to starters. I don't care
Fine.
about JoJo Nansen.
Who?
But the new ones, left tackle, right guard, Jarvis Landry,
Jarvis.
Austin Hooper,
Haver.
Baker Mayfield, Malik McDowell,
John Johnson.
John Johnson, the safety, the other dude that we got from the Rams,
I thought that was John Johnson.
Troy Hill.
Whatever, that's enough. Now that we're just pissing away time, what
All
if
right,
what
go to
if
the
hold on,
next game.
no, wait. What if Case Keenum goes up and lights up the Vegas Raiders?
Fine. He should. He's getting paid $7 million. We should have been playing him before when Baker was hurt.
You're fine with Keenum playing instead of Baker?
What the fuck? He can't play because of COVID. If you're paying him $7 million, I expect his ass to go in there and win a football game.
Who's going to be the interim coach?
That special teams guy that did it.
It's always a special teams guy.
He did it last.
It's like in Clue.
He did it last year when we pummeled the Steelers.
Yeah, it's always Colonel
Van Pelt gets to call the plays too, which I'm looking forward to that.
Alex Van Pelt.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right, nightcap on Saturday night. It's funny. It's in Indianapolis. That's where I will be. I hope the traffic doesn't get all jacked up because of what's happening. But this is a really good football game
You
too.
plan on leaving Saturday?
No, I leave on Sunday morning.
Okay.
I got shit to do back here. But we got. Well, I'm gonna leave like Friday at noon. We'll leave on Saturday or Sunday morning at some point in time. So.
After church?
No church. That's the following week, possibly. Possibly. The number 1 seed in the AFC, the New England Patriots, coming out by with their 49-4 record, go to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is 7-6. They're also coming out by 2 fresh teams here. Indianapolis is a 2-point favorite in this game. The over-under is 45.5. This is run games.
Well, that's.
Who's going to dominate the line of scrimmage?
I'm taking New England in this one because that's the MO. Belichick stops what you do the best. Indy's run the ball, so they're going to stop the run and make Wentz be Wentz and throw the ball.
I'm going the other way. I like Indy in this game. I like them quite a bit in this game, actually, too. I don't know. New England's been playing well, and obviously both these teams have a wild amount to play for. By the way, talk about parity in the league. There are 14 teams in the National Football League out of the 32 that are either 6-7 or 7-6.
Yeah, it's insane.
14. That is insane. Indianapolis -2. I like Jonathan Taylor. I like Quentin Nelson. I like the offensive line for the Indianapolis Colts. I like them at home, giving the 2. The line's short enough for me. Dan and I have disagreed on 2 out of the first 3, right?
I have 2 elephant picks.
No, shit. We are on the Sunday 1 p.m. games. It is a NFC East battle. It's battle used loosely. It is the Dallas Cowboys going to the Meadowlands to play the New York Giants. Dallas 9-4. The New York Giants are 4-9, and the exact opposite record. Dallas installed as a huge favorite of 11 points. Over-under is 45. Dallas, they come off the win against the Washington football team where they had to lead early and almost peed it away. Almost blew it. They did almost play. Dak looks a little bit off to me. Their defense, they got that troublemaker dude back, Randy Gregory, who played really well in the game. He got a pick. I mean, and Micah Parsons out of Penn State is just like wild. He may be the defensive player of the year in the National Football League as a rookie.
Oh, he's definitely the rookie defensive player.
Dude, he has like 8 or 9. He's a linebacker. He just flies around, jumps off the screen, makes plays week in, week out.
Their dude is good.
Their defense, I mean, if
he'll play linebacker, and when they were hurt, he played some defensive end too.
That was bizarre. That was a little bizarre with what Dan Quinn did with him. He's not afraid to move him around. Certainly, doesn't seem like it's worked with Chase Young. Dan harps on that. Seems like week in, week out. The Giants 4-9. They come off an absolute beatdown out in Los Angeles against the Chargers. They were never really in the game. Glennon's their starting quarterback again, unless they play Jake Fromm. It looks like Daniel Jones might get shut down for the season. Giants have a big decision to make at quarterback. Looking
quarterback,
forward.
coach, front office.
Yeah, there's going to be, I think, quite a bit of turnover for the New York Giants. I mean, it's a monster number, though.
It is
Dallas -11.
And it's a division game. Damn it.
Giants season's over. I'm going to lay the whole 9 yards of it with 11.
I'm going with Dallas.
I mean, we know the Giants season is over. Dallas still has
Freddie Kitchen's still calling the plays.
Is he?
Yeah, he has to.
Oh, yeah, he has to. Who did they get rid of?
Garrett.
Oh, Jason Garrett, yeah. I bet that dude gets a job. For some reason, people like him in National Football League circles. I'm not sure why. This is a game that nobody's going to tune into.
Oh, my God. Do we have to pick this game?
We do. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of them have the same 2-11 record. 4 wins between these two teams. Jacksonville is a 3-point favorite, I guess, because they're at home. The over-under is 41, which is about as low as you're going to see on a National Football League board these days. Davis Mills played last week for Houston. He played pretty well. How about this? I think it was a rookie record. He completed his first 14 passes. They got 10 points out of it, too, and then, it all went to hell. The other good thing about Houston, they got a 61-yard field goal. That's the longest in their franchise history. That's a long-ass field goal. So that was good for them. Jacksonville, they come off an absolute beatdown against Tennessee. They got shut out.
Well, how many interceptions did they?
4. Trevor Lawrence, 4
That's
picks.
Insane.
I mean, that's the biggest indictment, I think, against Urban Meyer. It seems like week in, week out, there's something new with Urban Meyer that comes up. There's no way that he survives this year. He's got to be one and done. There's no 2-finger. There's no 2 years. There's no 2-0.
No.
He's got to be done, right?
Jacksonville's a train wreck, and I'm picking this game based on the coach. I'm going with that Cully dude because he's been in the NFL. He knows his shit. There's so many stories coming out about Urban Meyer, and that's just dysfunction as hell in Jacksonville.
It is. I mean, I wanted to pick Jacksonville. I was planning on picking Jacksonville, and the simple word dysfunction, which is absolutely correct. I mean, they're a
mess. I mean, I feel bad for Miles Jack, and I would love to see him in a Browns uniform.
God, stop that Miles Jack shit.
But yeah, I love that dude.
What?
He's a good player.
He is a good player.
The hell?
There was a story this week that came out. Josh Lambo, who I don't even think is their field goal kicker anymore in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer kicked him. I mean, like week in, week out, there's crazy shit.
You know what? I kind of agree with Urban Meyer. Make the fucking field goal.
I don't fucking kick people. I mean,
yeah, kick them.
Here's what I think that Urban Meyer may be really struggling with is that he was dealing with kids, college kids, and I know it's only a year difference from college to pro, but meanwhile, they're professionals now. They're getting fucking paid, and I think there's a respect level as opposed to a tyranny level that is going on, maybe.
The kicker's lucky he didn't get punched in the mouth instead of getting tapped in the shin like this. Hey, make those kicks.
I think Jacksonville's going to win this game. I do. Fuck it. I'm taking Jax -3.
2 fingers, baby.
Urban Meyer's out. I don't think he gets another job again. I mean, I remember when.
Why would he need another job? He signed a 10-year contract or something for an outrageous sum of money.
For who? Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Shit. Dude, Shed Khan has all the money in the world.
Maybe I'm thinking of Brian Kelly.
So. Oh, that's Brian Kelly.
He did sign
Dude, Shed Khan has all the money in the world. He doesn't give a shit. I mean, if the players want him out, Shed Khan has to do what he has to do. Urban Meyer's out. He's 100% out. And I don't see Urban Meyer getting a job as a coach again, as a broadcaster, whatever.
The SEC will take him.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
If Georgia needed a coach, they would be all jacked up to have Urban Meyer.
I don't think so.
I guarantee you.
It's the video that came out originally where the firestorm started, where he didn't go with his team, and like finger banging as Dan is pointing, some broad or whatever. I mean, banging might be a little bit of a strong word in regards to that, but I mean, the backlash that you would get as an organization or as a university hiring him.
An SEC team would take him.
Stop.
Come on.
Stop. That's a shitty game. I can't believe how long we talk about. Tennessee, they are next on the board. They go play Pittsburgh, the Confluence in Pittsburgh. Tennessee's -2 in this game. The over-under is 41.5. Tennessee's 9-4. The Steelers are 6-1. Tennessee, they come off that shutout win against Houston. I mean, it is what it is. They're still missing Derrick Henry, and there was reports that he's progressing well from his injury and should be back for postseason, which obviously is tremendous for Mike Vrabel and that crew. Pittsburgh comes off that loss against Minnesota, where they got absolutely destroyed in the first half, couldn't move the ball, they couldn't stop anybody, and then just came flying back in the game, and were a Pat Freiermuth drop in the end zone from tying that game.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that dude's pretty good, though. Freiermuth.
He is. Harrison Smith laid a good lick on him.
Shit. I mean, he caught a pass. I mean, the first Browns-Steelers game, he got a pass that was unbelievable. He had a streak of touchdowns. I mean, that dude's good. I do like that kid, but the rest of the Steelers.
Did you see the play, though? It was Harrison Smith who saved the game for Minnesota. That was a great shoulder on the ball. He dislodged it. I mean, it was a perfect pass from Ben. It was a good play. Harrison Smith just made a better play and saved the game for Minnesota. Tennessee's -2. Are they going to go into the Confluence and win this game?
I don't know. Is Claypool playing?
Claypool?
Claypool? Yeah.
Yeah. Chase Claypool likes to celebrate shit when he shouldn't. He likes to have music at practices. Mike Tomlin doesn't like any of that shit.
Yeah, I love Mike Tomlin.
They might be headed for a divorce.
I wish our coach talked like Mike Tomlin. I like Tomlin. I like Belichick. I like Arians.
I would love for Tomlin to be the next Bears coach. The Bears are due for a coach. They're going to have a coaching change for sure. It's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe things are stale in Pittsburgh. Maybe Tomlin gets free. I don't know. I would love to have that guy. I think he's a fantastic coach. He's no nonsense. I think he's a good I think he's everything. I mean, I think he's got the full package of disciplinarian and people respect him. I mean, the players seem to really, really like him. It's probably just straight transparency more than anything. Like, he says exactly what's on his mind. He'll say it to your face. He'll look you in the eye and say it.
Yeah, exactly.
So people respect that tremendously. Tennessee -2. This is a very difficult game for me to pick.
Tennessee.
You like Tennessee?
Yep. Big Ben's farewell tour isn't going to be that good.
TJ Watt playing?
No.
He's
I
not?
don't think so. That injury's worse. I don't know. He's out a couple weeks.
Pack it in. And I mean, TJ Watt, what I saw of that Pittsburgh defense against Minnesota in the first half, that's the reason why, like, I wanted to pick them in this game because they're at home and they're an okay football team. But I was shocked at what happened the first half of that Tennessee-Minnesota. I mean, they were just, Dalvin Cook was going 10, 12, 15, 20 yards at a time. I mean, they didn't really have to throw the ball.
I would like to have heard the halftime speech because the Steelers came out a completely different team.
They did.
In the second half.
I mean,
it was completely different.
Dalvin Cook's running over. Justin Jefferson's running wild in the secondary. Who's a great receiver, like running wild, like wildly open. Cousins missed him like multiple times.
I mean, seriously, the way that first half was going, I thought it was going to be 60-12.
It should have been probably. Cousins missed a couple of touchdowns that turned into field goals for sure. God damn it. I don't want to go with Tennessee, but I'm going to because of how awful that defense showed in the first half. And no TJ Watt. I mean, TJ Watt started that game, and then he left early in that game.
Yeah, no. The inside information I have on him is that injury.
Inside information.
He's going to be out for a while. It's worse than what they thought, and then he should be back. And I'm like, why would you bring her back to play the Browns at the end of the year?
Adam Schefter text you?
No.
What inside?
My Pittsburgh connection.
Who's that, your partner?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that. Anyway,
because he's like, shut him down for the year. Don't play him. We have no chance anyways. Don't play him.
They're not going anywhere. They're not.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you put him back in there?
They're not by any means eliminated.
He ain't playing this week.
That tie hurts them, I think, a lot. Sometimes ties can help you. Sometimes ties can hurt you. I think that tie really, really hurts them, especially with
that stupid win against us hurts us.
I mean, there's 5 AFC teams that are 7-6.
I know.
So
and they shouldn't be one of them.
No, they're not. They're 6-6-1. That tie's a killer for them.
But
I'm on Tennessee -2. We spent forever on that freaking game. The New York Jets are 3-10. They traveled down to Miami to play the in-laws team. They are 6-7. Speaking of one of those teams that are in that 6-7, 7-6 range. The Dolphins are 8.5 point favorites in this game. The over/under is 42.5. Jets. It's a holiday tradition. I don't want one of those beers again. Give me something different.
What do you want?
I don't know yet. Just pick me something. Potpourri.
Well, let's do this game.
We will. Jets, they come off a loss against New Orleans. They were in the game early, and then it was kind of a blowout. I want to say they lost by like 15 to 20 points. Zach Wilson doesn't seem to be progressing, which is kind of
he looks
scary.
Terrible.
It's kind of scary for the Jet organization. And when you draft people this high, and like you're supposed to see like flashes and things like this, and then maybe the second year. But meanwhile, he seems to be regressing a little bit, which has to be a little bit nervous time for the Jet organization. The Miami Dolphins, talk about a roller coaster season. Roller coaster season.
Is that a candy bar?
That's no.
Roller cola?
That's Rolo.
Cough drop?
No, what? What's
Roller Colo?
Oh, no, Ricola.
Ricola.
Yeah. Yes, no. Roller coaster ride for the in-laws team. They are off by. They are 6-7. They went through 7 losses in a row. Came out the back end like Andy Dufresne, escaping Shawshank with 5 wins in a row.
They came through the sewer.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie. It's probably my favorite movie of all time, Shawshank. In any event, they are on a 5-game winning streak. They're 8 big favorites, 8.5 point favorites. They haven't played. They're rested. You know, they need to win, and they know that. It's a big number, though. What do you think?
It is a big number.
I like the defense in Miami. I'll go.
I've been saying that too, but shit.
I've picked the Jets 3 times this year. I've lost every fucking time with them. They're pissing me off.
I ain't picking the Jets.
I'm not going to do it again. Whatever. It's a big number. Minus 8.5.
Yeah, screw
I know my father-in-law texts me and says best bet of the year, but he teases games and shit like that. So, which is like fake numbers then when you tease games. But anyway, we're both on the Fins, minus 8.5. You got the Fin? You got the.
Yeah, I got them.
Dude, no, I meant like the noise. I meant the noise. Give me a Bud Light. It's fine.
You want a Bud Light?
It's fine. We're both on the Fins.
I ain't doing that fucking.
You're not doing it? You did it last time. You did pretty good. You did a pretty good job last time, actually. All right, Washington football team.
Drunk last time.
More NFC East games. The Washington football team 6-7. They go to Philly. Philly's also 6-7. It's a big football game. Once again, we keep on talking about these records, and there's so many 6-7 and 7-6s. The Washington football team currently holds the 7th seed. They're in if the playoffs started today, even coming off that loss against Dallas. Philly does come off by. Jalen Hurts is going to play. The line in this game is Philly -5. The over-under is 43.5. I'm not so sure it should be Hurts over Minshew, but it's coming out. It's Hurts. It's Hurts' gig. He's going to continue to play at quarterback. Kyle Allen, played pretty well in relief of Tyler Heineke. I'm not sure which one of those quarterbacks is going to play, but they're kind of like the same dude. They both run really well. Kyle Allen played well. He brought that team back. He's the quarterback who brought that team back, and they got within a touchdown and had a chance, and it didn't shake in their favor. That's a big number for Philadelphia -5. What do you think?
Washington has a huge COVID issue like the Browns do.
Oh, shit, they do.
They're away at Philly.
18.
Hurts is coming back. I'm going with Philly on this one.
So am I. It is the COVID issue, which I hate the way it affects decision making or picking in regards to these games, but it's a huge factor. And these lines can change even more. Based upon losing key players, it's very hard to predict this week as we've had this. COVID hasn't really reared its head in the National Football League until now. There's been a player out or this or out or one dude out, not fucking 18 or 16. How many players you allowed on your team?
53.
18 out of 53.
That's the roster.
That's 1/3.
And then you got your practice squad. That's what
Football -3, just like my job.
I said
Just
early in the season, why the hell is 53 the number?
They should have more.
They should have freaking more.
They have higher practice squads. They have
higher practice squads, but
or larger numbers. But yeah, I agree. We're both on the Fly Eagles fly -5.
Yeah.
Run Eagles run.
Shit, we're looking for guys bagging groceries right now. As a matter of fact, I turned down a call from the Browns today.
Yeah, what they have to say?
I didn't answer it. I figured they wanted me to call the plays because I'd be like, fucking, we're going unbalanced and running shove.
Jesus. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, baby. Control the clock.
It would be like that game, New England-Buffalo, the way Dan runs his Pee Wee team.
Hell yeah.
2 passes tops. 2 to 3 passes
New England won a game.
I know. That's just
3 passes.
Buffalo, I know. That was Dan's like loving this.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Belichick's a genius, but I'm a turd because I don't throw the ball in Pee Wee.
Dan got shit-faced on a Monday night just watching that game like I was loving it. I can't help. All right, talk about a horrible football game. But anyway, Arizona is 10-3. They are not the number 1 seed anymore. And
they lost Hopkins.
They did. Diop's out for the year. They think he's going to be back for the postseason. They go to Detroit. Detroit is 1-11-1. Arizona is a 13.5-point favorite in this game. Arizona does come off a loss against the Los Angeles Rams, where their defense didn't play very well. Stafford looked great. The offense for the Rams looked great after kind of some subpar weeks for the Los Angeles Rams. But that division's super good. It's super good, top to bottom. Those are hard wins. Detroit comes off a loss against Denver, where they were game. There was a lot of emotion that game. Demaryius Thomas obviously passed away at a very young age.
They come out with what?
I had heard seizure.
I had heard that too.
I heard seizure and things that from all reports, like super good dude, not mixed it up in anything bad.
Yeah.
Everybody loved his infectious smile. There was a lot of outpouring for Demaryius Thomas, and obviously a lot of emotion in that football game. Detroit hung in that game early, though. They got down, I think 14-0. They got back to 14-7, maybe 14-10. But then they couldn't hang on. But Arizona, 13.5. Are they going to write? It's going to blow out Detroit, or is Detroit going to come to play? This is one of the hardest teams to pick.
Detroit's coming to play. I ain't taking Arizona in this because that's too big of a number. I'm going to go with Detroit. Arizona wins, but I don't think it's by 13.5.
I'm taking the Cardinals minus the 13.5.
Get the hell out of here.
It's turf. It's the turf. It's Kyler Murray and how fast players play on turf. The Arizona Cardinals run a speed game. With Rondale Moore, with Christian Kirk, with obviously Kyler Murray.
They also seem a little sensitive to me.
What does?
They seem sensitive.
Who does? Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
They have a therapist on staff.
Why? What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. Where are you going with that?
They look sensitive. I think they're going to be upset because DeAndre Hopkins is out, so they're going to be in the therapist room at the Arizona Cardinals camp.
They no longer hold the 1 seed, but they're tied.
What do you mean? You're just blowing off my comment.
That's stupid. What do you mean?
It's stupid. Okay.
That's
fine.
wait, hold.
I'm going with Detroit.
Their feelings are hurt because DeAndre Hopkins is going to play like the last 4 games. I mean, we're in crunch time. It's week 15. How many weeks do we have? We have 18? 18 weeks.
Taking Detroit.
We have after this week we have 3 more weeks. Right? Because it's 18 weeks instead of 17.
3 or 4.
Because everybody gets a bye, 1 bye. But there's 17 games instead of 16, so there's 18 weeks. So we have 3 more regular season weeks after this. I mean, it's freaking crunch time in regards to this stuff. I didn't mean to like hurt your feelings by saying, your
I don't
therapist
need a
argument
therapist.
is stupid.
Get out of here.
That's fucking stupid. I don't
Here's
care.
my therapy.
Never do hurt your feelings. I'm taking Arizona minus 13. That's fucking
I'm
dumb.
taking Detroit.
All right, Dan's on the Fighting Kitties. All right, next game on the board at the end of the 1 o'clock slate. The Carolina Panthers travel to Buffalo. Carolina's 5-8. Buffalo is 7-6. Buffalo, big favorite in this game, 10.5 points. Over/under is 43. Carolina comes up that loss at home against Atlanta. Their offense still stinks. It doesn't matter if Joe Brady's there running, calling the plays or not. They stink. Cam Newton played most of the game. P.J. Walker, that XFL guy from Temple, played part of the game. None of it worked against Atlanta.
Do you think this dude still keeps his job?
Matt Rule?
Yeah. I mean, I was high on him last year, but now I'm like, dude, what the hell?
It's a very fickle league, man. It's a results league. I mean, that's how quickly things can change. Maybe Matt Rule belongs in collegiate football. I don't know. But no, I don't think there'll be a change in Carolina. I think you got to give him more time. I mean, he doesn't have a quarterback. You need.
They could have drafted one.
They could have.
What the hell?
Yeah, thank goodness. I love it. They passed on a quarterback thinking Sam Darnold might be fine. He was not. It all worked in the Bears' favor, being able to get up to 11 and draft Fields, who I'm still super high on, and they're on the last game on the board. But Carolina goes to Buffalo.
I mean, if Fields doesn't fit in that dude's offense, I don't know who does.
Who, Nagy's offense?
No.
Matt Rule.
Matt Rule's.
Oh. I don't know who. I can't wait to see who the next Bear head coach is, but that's a different game.
I know they went defense, and that Horn kid got hurt.
J.C. Horn, yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
McCaffrey's been hurt. I mean, that's
he's out for the year. McCaffrey's out for the year.
Again. You gave him huge money.
Right, that's a problem. I mean, it's a problem because, the shelf life for running backs who get banged around in the National Football League is not long. And McCaffrey's probably been 5 years in the league now, maybe. I don't know.
He's been banged around a little bit. I mean, has he ever finished the season?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. He's a good player when he's healthy, but obviously availability is the best ability, as
Can't
they say.
make the club in the tub, baby.
Right, that's another thing. Buffalo 7-6. They come off that loss in Tampa Bay where they were getting beat pretty good. They came all the way back. The game went into overtime, and fucking Tom Brady hit journeyman Brashad Perryman on a crosser, who's wicked fucking fast, and took it the other 60 yards for the win.
This is crazy because I don't want to pick Buffalo at 10.5, but Carolina blows.
Buffalo is coming off 2 losses in a row, if it sways your opinion anymore. They are currently the 7th seed. You know how good a team we think Buffalo is? I guess we do.
They can't run the ball. Buffalo sucks running the ball.
I mean, they're clinging to the last playoff seed in the AFC right now. And I was debating back and forth.
And they get to play Carolina.
Good for them. Fortunately, they're going to win this game. It's a question of whether or not they're going to win it by 10.5.
Exactly. Ugh.
I'm shocked how fast Josh. Did you watch the game against Tampa Bay, the Buffalo-Tampa Bay game at the end? I'm shocked how fast Josh Allen is. Josh Allen's fucking fast. I'm taking Buffalo minus 10.5. Fuck Carolina. They got nothing to play for. This is where it's the mindset stuff goes.
I got to catch up to Ken.
I don't know why
I'm taking Carolina.
Oh, my God. I don't know why I said F Carolina. There's no reason to do that. But I did. I'm on Buffalo minus 10.5. Dan's on the Carolina Kitties. Getting to 10.5.
Meow.
Start at 4 p.m. slate. Important game again. Cincinnati. They travel out to Denver. Cincinnati 7-6, Denver 7-6. All these teams 6-7, 7-6. They have the same record. Denver has been installed as a 1.5 point favorite in this game. The over/under is 43.5. Cincinnati's out of the playoffs right now. I mean, that loss that they had against San Francisco, which was a wildly entertaining game, that they lost in overtime. It was overtime, right? I think
it was overtime.
It was overtime. Great, fun football game to watch. They're currently out. I mean, they're currently, quote unquote, the 9th seed, whatever that means. I mean, obviously only 7 make it to the tournament. It was a fun overtime loss. They've lost 2 games in a row. They put themselves in a difficult spot now. I mean, your AFC North is just crazy and up for grabs.
Yep.
Denver, we mentioned them earlier. They came off that win against Detroit, the emotional win, if you will, with the Demaryius Thomas situation that happened. Their defense played pretty good. I mean, that's a positive. Their running game's pretty good. I still have lots of questions about Teddy Bridgewater playing quarterback there. Denver minus 1.5. What's going to happen in this game?
Denver.
Cincinnati bounce back. I think they're a better football team. I do. I think they're a better football team. Hopefully they can deal with the altitude.
That's what I'm worried about.
The altitude.
Was this the first time that
I love Burrow. I love Chase. I can't imagine Joe Burrow's been out there before. There's no way. Yeah, I think Cincinnati's a better football team.
Taking Denver, even though I hate that team and that buck-toothed horse ass that is the president.
John Elway?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why he's got to be all that.
What do you mean?
No need to pick on personal features, like physical features.
Yeah. Well. Doesn't he have huge teeth?
Who? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. We're not going to go down that road.
Screw Denver, but they need to beat Cincinnati.
We're going to have to go through this whole board. We have a ton of games different right now.
That's fine.
We got to find one where we have conviction on, where we both like the game. All right, I'm on the Bengals. Dan's on the Broncos. Next game on the board, the Atlanta Falcons.
Could be this one.
Atlanta Falcons go out to San Francisco. Atlanta's 6-7. San Francisco, the opposite record, 7-6. There's so many of these teams. The parity's crazy. San Francisco's a big favorite in this game, -9, over under 45.5. Atlanta comes off that that away win in Carolina, which was pretty impressive. I mean, they're still alive. I mean, they're certainly alive. San Francisco 7-6. They come off that win against Cincinnati, huge win in overtime. That they got that touchdown to Brandon Ayuk, which was he toe tapped down the sideline. Garoppolo's playing well. We haven't heard anything, seen anything of Trey Lance. I mean, that's how well Garoppolo's playing.
Well, I mean, did you think Trey Lance was going to be a star? Did you? Honestly?
He may be. We don't know, dude. We've seen him play like a half a game?
He played, 1 year in college? And, I mean...
he played at a small school, North Dakota State or whatever it was. I don't know what it was.
Isn't that the same place where what's-his-face went to from Buffalo?
Wentz? Josh Allen. Josh Allen played at Wyoming.
Where did Wentz go?
He was one of those North Dakotas. Or South Dakota. North Dakota. I'm sure it's North Dakota. But anyway, this game right here, I don't know. San Francisco, that's a big number at -9.
Yeah.
I think Debo may be back. Debo Samuel runs the ball, catches the ball, all that thing. What are you going to do here?
I'm taking Atlanta because that number's too big.
It's not too big for me.
Get the hell out of here.
Not too big for me at all. I like this game a lot. It is in the running currently as my mind sits regarding elephant picks.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I like San Francisco a lot in this game. San Francisco's defense pretty good, and Atlanta's offensive line is terrible. And you know exactly where Matt Ryan is going to be.
Yeah, their offense is terrible, and he's good for a turnover.
I'm a big fan of this line at San Francisco -9. Next game on the board. The Seattle Seahawks are 5-8. They go play the Los Angeles Rams 9-4. Pretty sporty record there. Rams are 6.5 point favorites in this game. Over under is 47. Seattle comes off a win against Houston.
Did you just say sporty?
Sporty.
Sporty? Sporty.
Sporty. SPORTY.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
That's sporty. 9-4 sporty.
That's kind of queer.
All right, fine. Seattle, they come off their win in Houston. They've won 2 in a row. They're on life support. They're 5-8. They're not going to win. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're not. The Rams are going to make the playoffs, and where they fall is a question.
Well, but here's another COVID team.
Rams have huge COVID issues. 16 people on the COVID list.
And
Probably 30%
coincidentally,
of the
right after they played.
Right. Yeah, they came off that huge win in Arizona on Monday night.
How does that work?
Fun game.
You could play a game on Monday night, and then all of a sudden, Tuesday morning, half your teams have COVID. What?
Stafford doesn't.
Oh.
Rams are minus 6.5. My wife's out here making a drink. Kate, you want to make a cameo?
No, thank you.
Come on.
No, thank you.
Who do you like? The Rams?
Rams or Seattle? Rams minus 6.5, Katie. Guest picker. Random guest picker.
Rams, because I don't like Skittles.
Rams minus 6.5. You don't like Skittles? Who doesn't like Skittles? That's is that better than, wait, question. Starburst or Skittles are better?
Oh, all right, fine. Skittles, I guess.
She likes Skittles over Starburst.
I'm going with the Rams, too.
Me too, minus 6.5. They have a ton to play for, seeding. I mean, so does Seattle, don't get me wrong, but they're really out of it. I mean, 5-8 is not going to get it done at this point in time. We're both on the Rams. Dan finally and I agree on a game at the Rams minus 6.5. Last of the 4 o'clock lanes, 4 o'clock games. Very fun game. The Green Bay Packers go to Baltimore.
Is the OU yeah getting to you?
Maybe. I should have got the other one. No, you want to take it home. All right.
I have more at home. You want another one?
No. Green Bay.
OU yeah.
Green Bay is currently the 1 seed in the NFC right now. They are 5-point favorites going to Baltimore. Green Bay is a 10-3 record. Baltimore's 8-5 in that wildly competitive AFC North. Green Bay, they come off their win against Chicago. The Bears, I think, had a 6-point lead at the half. They played really well in the first half. They got absolutely destroyed in the second half.
That was a great first half.
It was
a
super
really
fun
good
to watch.
game.
I mean,
The second half.
they're
What the hell?
I mean, the Green Bay offense is. Did you watch it? Did you see that?
Yeah, watch the game.
Did you see the fake?
Hell, I didn't have anything else to do.
Did you see the fake Aaron Rodgers in the crowd?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, I did.
Holy
Yeah,
shit! Like that guy was perfect.
yeah.
Like, oh my god, that's unbelievable. Like, what do they call those doppelgangers or something like that?
I just
What, Katie?
Yeah, doppelganger.
Yeah,
What the hell's that?
it means like look-alike. Yeah, you're double. Yeah.
That dude
Is
looks
there an umlaut over
really
that fucking
like
word?
a lot like it, maybe a little older, but seriously,
That guy was money. That guy could
Yeah.
sign autographs for money.
Yeah.
I mean, he should take advantage
did
of that
see
shit
that.
to look like a weird ass Aaron Rodgers. Anyway, they're 5-point favorites in Baltimore. Baltimore comes off that loss in Cleveland. Is Lamar playing or is it going to be Tyler Huntley?
I don't know if Mudbutt's playing,
Oh my God.
but that
Just
kid,
stupid.
that Huntley kid,
Play
that
well.
undrafted rookie
Where's
free
he from?
agent. I have no clue, but I'll tell you what, he looked pretty damn good.
He played. Lamar,
At first, when he came in, who's the dude? Green Bay. Who was the guy that played at Green Bay that was the backup that had a similar name?
Brett Huntley.
I thought that's who this dude was when he came in.
I'm pretty sure Brett's white.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not positive.
I'm not
positive.
I don't see color. So
Anyway. Oh, shit, Jesus. In any event.
that kid came in and played really friggin' good because, man, he was making some moves on some runs and shit, and I was like, holy crap.
He accounted well for himself in Chicago as well. Lamar Jackson went out of the Bear game when they played a few weeks ago in Soldier Field, and the Huntley kid came in and played really well. I mean, he led them to a come-from-behind victory or comeback victory, if you will. I mean, he can play a little bit of ball, and I guarantee he's going to get a little bit of interest in the offseason.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to look better, too, if he has a week full of
Running
practice.
long. Put the fireplace on. Right? Is he going to do that
I mean,
fireplace thing?
he threw some long balls against us that I'm like, dude, I mean, he's just, his timing's a little bit off, but, man, if he connects.
I hear you. Yeah, he played well in the Bear game, too. He played well in Cleveland last week. Green Bay's -5 in this game. I mean, what's going to happen here?
Packers.
I agree. I don't like picking the Packers.
Just because Mudbutt's not playing.
It's not that. I think you want to pick the Packers because you hate the Ravens.
Yeah.
I hate
the
the Packers.
Ratbirds. I hate the Ratbirds. I hate Mudbutt.
I hate the Packers. Your ambiance is on, by the way.
I know. I see that.
Um,
I'm kind of hot now. I'm going to have to
But
take off my jacket.
here's the deal. Green Bay is starting to get their defensive help back. They got their defensive end back. They're going to get Jair Alexander back either this week or next week as they ramp up for the playoffs. The Packers, as much as I don't like to say it, are a scary team going into the postseason because they played without a lot of defensive help. They're probably going to get
As long as Aaron Rodgers is throwing the ball, they're scary.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking asshole. And really good at football. We're both on the Packers -5. Sunday Night Football. This game sucks. I can't believe they didn't flex this game out. The New Orleans Saints in division play Tampa Bay. New Orleans 6-7. Hey, shocker. There's a team 6-7 or 7-6. They go to play Tampa Bay 10-3. New Orleans comes off their win against the Jets. Tampa Bay beat Buffalo. We talked about that game previously. Big line here. The Buccaneers are -11 in this game. The over-under is 46.5. Alvin Kamara was back last week. It helped them a lot against the Jets. I mean, he's a great player.
Against the Jets.
Right. I mean, it says, it is what it is. I mean, their defense is pretty good. Taysom Hill, I think is his name. He's playing okay. I mean, probably getting better and better with more reps that he has. I mean, the fact that Jameis Winston isn't playing, I can't believe I'm saying that Jameis Winston is a difference maker, but I think New Orleans would have a lot better record if Jameis stayed healthy this year.
I agree.
But Taysom Hill plays quarterback, and he's kind of a quarterback. He's kind of a running back. He's kind of a fucking bulldozer. I don't know what he is. What we know in Tampa Bay is a proven commodity on offense. I mean, that thing just doesn't stop. I mean, it's that good. Whether or not it's Fournette, or it's Godwin, or it's Gronkowski, or it's Mike Evans, And obviously, the engine that makes it go is Tom Brady. They're ridiculously good on offense. That was a fun game against Buffalo. And fuck Tom Brady, man. He always finds a way to win at the end. Are they going to blow out New Orleans?
I don't know. 11's a huge number, too. I'm taking the Bucks.
I'm taking the Saints. I'm taking the Saints getting the 11 points here. I think they get out of this number. I do. It's Tampa Bay's defense.
The cannons are going off, even though they suck.
It's the Tampa Bay defense that I'm not sold on yet. Their offense kicks ass. There's no two ways about it. I mean, obviously, Tom Brady running the show, it's going to be pretty good. But they have playmaker on top of playmaker in Tampa Bay. But it's their defense that's banged up and has not played well all year.
Yeah, but
I like the backdoor. I like the backdoor score for the New Orleans Saints.
Backdoor.
I like the
You can't use backdoor.
backdoor score, like the late touchdown where.
Okay. Did I say queer already once?
That's fine. But what I'm talking about is Tampa Bay being up by 14 points and not playing any defense at all, playing prevent defense.
Who is it?
And all of a sudden,
It's coming in the back
the
door.
Saints go. All right. We're losing things here. Anyway, we're on a Monday Night Football. It is the Minnesota Vikings. Hey, guess what? 6-7. They go play by Chicago Bears. They're 7-6, 6. No, they're not any of those fucking numbers. They're 4-9. Minnesota 6-7. They come off that win against Pittsburgh. They travel to Soldier Field.
You guys firing your coach?
100%. And it's not a question.
What about the front office, dude?
Yes, that's the question. Let's go through the line. Minnesota's -3.5 in Soldier Field. Over is 44. Yeah, Matt Nagy's gone. His offense has not worked in Chicago. It's a question whether or not Ryan Pace is jettisoned as well. He is the general manager. He hasn't done tremendous in regards to first-round draft picks outside of maybe Fields. Obviously, the verdict's still out. Jury's still out in regards to that. He's hit a lot on third-round picks, fourth-round picks, things like that. There's a big question whether or not Ryan Pace.
He's terrible with the salary cap. Can't manage what you got. No, he sucks.
I'm looking forward to the offseason for the Chicago Bears. I enjoy watching Fields play. He makes splash plays. He did throw a pick 6 last week, but he made a couple of great throws as well. Minnesota -3.5 in this game in Chicago. Dan, what do you think?
Chicago.
I like Chicago as well. I think they might win this game, actually. I really do. Fields gets better and better each week. I know it's just reps for him. He makes splash plays. He obviously is crazy athletic. He got absolutely hammered on a play. He did 2 push-ups as he got knocked down as the offensive lineman trying to grab him. Bears have COVID issues, though, too. They have 6 dudes on the COVID list. That's a mess. There's no buys this week. Everybody's playing this, going forward. Full slate. Dan already had his elephant
Browns,
pick.
baby. Elephant pick.
So stupid.
Do I care?
I'm looking at the board. What do you mean, do you care?
I don't care.
I care.
It's a show for fun.
It's important.
If you're betting your house on me. what I say.
Don't do that. Me. Look at me.
Yeah. Okay. If you're betting your house on either one of us, you should turn off the TV.
San Francisco 49ers are going to blow out the Atlanta Falcons. It's a huge number, -9.
Teddy's
I
gonna
love
kick
it.
you in the nuts.
I love it.
Christmas
I love that
Day.
game. It's my favorite game on the 1 o'clock slate. It's my favorite game on the board.
Thanks a lot, Ken.
All right. Bowl season starts. College football. We don't have any college football picks, obviously. Bowl season starts on Friday with some of the less relevant bowl games, but
They're all relevant.
it's still, it's still fun to watch. Dan and I were watching the FCS game, so next week will be our
Christmas show.
The Christmas show. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you guys.